Okay, so you're thinking about owning a gym. Rent a space, pack it with treadmills, and watch the memberships start piling up. That's the picture in your mind, and honestly, it's not a bad one. Step into almost any gym on a weekday evening, and it seems like the simplest business you could own. Every treadmill is occupied. The weight area is buzzing. There's a queue at the reception desk. You see all of that and think, this place has to be making a fortune. More people, more memberships, more revenue, easy. Here's the catch. You're watching the 1 hour of the day when the business gives the most misleading impression. The reality is that a gym isn't really a fitness business. It's a subscription business that just happens to be filled with dumbbells. And once you understand that distinction, the way gyms earn money and the way they quietly lose it starts to make a lot more sense. Let's begin with what it really costs to open the doors, because the investment is much more complicated than simply renting a building and buying equipment. There isn't just one kind of gym. There are several, and each one is basically a different business wearing the same workout clothes. At the lower end, you have the budget gyms, the $10 to $25 per month chains that pack a supermarket-sized building with thousands of members and rely almost entirely on high volume to make money. One location like this can support anywhere from 5,000 to 8,000 members while operating with only a small team of employees. The next level is the traditional commercial gym, the kind with a free weight area, cardio equipment, and a timetable full of group fitness classes, typically charging between $40 and $70 each month. Above that are the luxury health clubs. These often charge $150 per month or more, offering less of a gym and more of a lifestyle, with spa services, co-working spaces, and premium amenities built into the experience. Then you have boutique fitness studios. These are smaller spaces, sometimes under 3,000 square feet, focused entirely on one training style. They usually charge between $50 and $150 a month, or sell bundles of individual classes. Finally, there's the smallest and toughest category, the personal training studio. Sometimes just 500 square feet. These businesses don't sell memberships at all. They sell sessions with a coach. Every one of these models is answering the same basic question. Do you earn your money from a massive number of people paying a little, or from a smaller group paying much more? That one choice influences almost every financial decision in the business. Now, here's where most people get it wrong. You probably think the biggest expense is buying the equipment. It isn't. The real cost comes from turning an empty commercial space into a building that can legally and safely handle dozens of people working out every day. Most commercial landlords will ask for 3 to 6 months of rent upfront as a security deposit before you've even started renovating. Then comes the build out. Rubber flooring that can absorb heavy barbells without damaging the concrete underneath can cost anywhere from $10,000 to $40,000. Locker rooms and showers require moisture resistant materials, proper drainage, and commercial plumbing, adding another $10,000 to $50,000. Even the mirrors become expensive. Floor-to-ceiling installations can easily cost between $3,000 and $12,000 once everything is installed. And then there's the expense that almost everyone underestimates: air. A normal retail building wasn't designed for a room full of people creating heat and humidity for hours every day. You'll need a commercial grade ventilation system, and the amount of fresh air required isn't based on a rough estimate. It's calculated by building code. Regulations typically require around 20 cubic feet of fresh air per minute for every person exercising, plus an additional amount based on the total square footage. Apply that formula to a 5,000 square foot gym with around 100 people during peak hours, and you'll need well over 2,000 cubic feet of fresh air flowing through the building every minute. That's not something a few ceiling fans can handle. It usually means upgrading the entire HVAC system, which can cost anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000 before you've signed up your very first member. Once you add together the security deposit, renovations, permits, insurance, launch marketing, and enough cash to survive those slow first few months, even a modest mid-sized gym can require anywhere from $300,000 to well over $1 million before you even open the door. So far, everything sounds reasonable. Now, let's talk about where things can start going wrong. The next major trap is equipment, and it's usually far more expensive than people expect. A single commercial grade treadmill can cost anywhere from $2,000 to $8,000. Even a basic cardio section will usually need 6 to 12 of them. Selectorized strength machines typically cost between $1,000 and $5,000 each.